Mgbede ọma na ụmụ ọma na-ege ntị. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Anyị abịago n'ụbọchị nke taata ka anyị gbasa ozi ọma nke Chineke, ozi ọma nke Biafra, because that is what we are called for. Ka anyị gbasa na ozi ọma nke Chukwu, ozi ọma Chukwu okike abịa ma nsị anyị gbasa, because we must continue. Onye ọbụla nke na-amabeghị na Biafra abịago na-anọlụ ka na-eche, but Biafra abịago. Good evening from here. Mgbede ọma na ụmụ ọma na-ege ntị. Good morning, good afternoon. Isiokwu anyị n'ụbọchị nke taata ka anyị gbasalụ ụmụ nwanne anyị ndị nọ na mgbada all over the world the importance of joining the struggle at this moment, because many people anaghị aghọta the things naga on. Many nwere idea that there is suffer in Nigeria today, but the cause of that suffer, many don't know it. So we are here to lecture them that the solution to that suffer is the restoration of Biafra. In as much as Biafra is not yet restored, believe you me, afụfụ a ga-adịgide. Ọ ga-adị n'ala Igbo, ọ ga-adị n'ala Yoruba, ọ ga-adị n'ala ndị Hausa, ọ ga-adị n'ala ndị Kanu nshikwa na ha bụ Niger Delta, dịkwa n'ala ndị middle belt, dị na the whole Nigeria. In as far as na this Biafra abịabeghị, onweghị any solution to it, because the late Muhammad Buhari can bring solution to this. Can with a solution to this, but unfortunately he passed on, because the people they corrupt now is more, that is had more than the people. Even ndị nke dị corrupt na-eche ka ndị nke nọ n'elu corruption lito ka ha wee rigolu kali ndị nke nọ na the corruption. So why do you think people continue to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why do you think that any person, any reasonable individual, the next thing you will see the person is to come out and attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The reason is that because that reason, late Muhammad Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, and we were the imposter, is the reason because the late Muhammad Buhari is determined to put all the evil, corrupt leaders, all those people who go that time, already itinye ha na prison. And for him to achieve that stand, that means many people will go down. That is why they killed him and bring this imposter. Those people that you see in Aso Rock now, the late Abba Kayari and this President Mama Daura, all of them, they join hands together to kill Buhari. The same way the Eastern leaders join hands to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that we and other people cannot know the truth, cannot rise up to fight for what belongs to us, for us not to think again, so that we can sleep and feel that that is how the life is, so that we can still can you share that now there is no hope again, because alubaro or womenala. That is how some people think. But to their own surprise, that all their plans were averted by God Almighty. Chineke okike bịa ama nke ezite Nnamdi Kanu ejide their plan niile mebisiazia. Now, enwelozi ike ime anything. That is why you put millions and millions of naira sponsoring some irrelevant youth, so that they will be coming on social media to confuse people, because they know that the world have moved on, that you can no longer prevent people. You can no longer deprive people not to get information, because with Facebook, with YouTube, with Instagram, with Twitter, and so on and so forth, with WhatsApp, people can easily get the information they need to know. Anything that is happening around the world now, you can see it live and direct from Facebook, from Instagram, from Twitter. So those people, as the zoo plan to keep us in dungeon, to keep us in suffering, so that we will never know what is going on, so that we will never understand what is our right and what is not our right. That is why when you come to Facebook today, you will see many people talking rubbish. I don't follow them, because that is not what they bring this social media. It's meant for lecturing. Lecture people, then you learn. Like I am now. I am learning every day, because I feel like I don't know anything. Whenever I listen to Radio Biafra, I feel like I am zero in terms of learning. And that is the real truth. So the game you see that these old fools in Nigeria are playing today is to make sure that the young people, we the youth, cannot stand up or rise up to fight them, to take what belongs to us, to fight and stand and know that, like they said in olden days, that we are the leaders of tomorrow. These old men, they have taken their own lead. When they tell them they are the leaders of tomorrow, go and check it. Nnamdi Azikiwe become a leader at age of under 30. He has already become a leader. Obafemi Awolowo is not up to 30 when he become a leader. Late Muhammad Buhari was a leader under age of 30. Ibrahim Babangida is a leader under the age of 40. Mention but few. Let me call all of them. And our great Lord leader, Dimo Dimeko Ojukwu, become a leader at age of under 40. What does that shows you? That because the people who tell you that you are the leaders of tomorrow, they make them enjoy that leaders of tomorrow in their young age. But when these evil people grab the power, they don't want us to enjoy what they have enjoyed. They only want their children to rule, and the rule, after they rule, they will hand over. That is why late Muhammad Buhari, his son was among the richest youth now in Africa. Have you asked yourself, what is his business? Your tax and my tax. Is that what makes him rich? Now, I will be breaking down for you, because you will think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your problem, right? But we are here to lecture and learn. We are here to lecture and learn and say the truth, because if you are a Biafran, you must stand on the light. You must stand on the truth. You will not have time to gossip or to yarn blah blah blah. It's time you will bring out what makes you a Biafran and lecture the world. Make your grandmother notice that why the tomato that was selling at past 4 years, 10 naira, 5 naira, is now 200 naira. You will let him or her know that these are the cause. These are the cause. Once they do all those things, they will tell you that it's because Mazi Nnamdi can command them. That's what you see, this thing is happening. Meanwhile, that is not true. That all the journalists in Nigeria today is not functioning. They are not working. None of them are working. You know why? Because they have bought them over. Who are the people that can stand and make things right? It's me and you. How can we do it? Let me use this very young lady, DJ Switch. She make a move. She rise up. And the zoo government see that if they not bring this girl down, if they leave this young lady, she will collapse the zoo. Do you know what they did? They go after her, but being smart, she was able to escape and seek asylum. Now she's doing a great job. She is calling on the zoo youth to rise up so that they can support her. But unfortunately, they call, like I always say that I don't know the kind of brain they give the Nigerian youth. Although at times I blame the youth, at times I don't blame them because the Fulanis have injected the cows with a dangerous charm that once you eat their cow or you chop anything from the Fulanis, you can never ever remember to think well. You can never see any Fulani man as your enemy. 99.9% of the youth today knows that the problem of Nigeria is Fulani people, but you can never see any of them rise up to say it. That is why you see everyone moving, but they can easily rise up and tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. That is where you are fighting a wrong fight. You are fighting a wrong fight. And when someone asks you, you will say that, yes, Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Meanwhile, the problem is there with you in your house. Just one moment. A minute, please. Oh no, I'm coming. Please, a minute. They will tell you that the problem lies on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Meanwhile, the problem is not from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The problem is the leaders. They have instigated people, the same young youth, to fight themselves. Now, let me tell you, the end of this new protest they are bringing up now, they say the EndSARS protest. Although I'm not in support of it, but let me use it as an example for you people. Do you know that the Fulani people and the Northern people tell you that they will resist that protest with violence? Up till today, the people that make that statement, none of them were arrested. Have you asked yourself why? If it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that made that statement that no peaceful protest to end unnecessary killing in Nigeria, and you see a group of people coming out to tell you that if you try it, we will resist it with violence, and nobody is talking about it, and no arrest was made, that is to tell you that the people who is instigating all these things are the federal government, and they are the Northerners, and they are in power. They are the one controlling everything. The battle we are into is not just a battle you will carry gun and go out there and start shooting. It's a battle of wisdom. The battle, because you are fighting a war with a person who has the money, who has the gun, who has everything, has connection. Meanwhile, you have nothing. So how can you win this battle? You will win it by uniting yourselves. Why do I bring this issue? If the Biafrans can unite and come together and face this war, we will win it. We overcome it. But instead of us doing it, the cow meat we have eaten that have eaten our brain cannot allow us to do the needful, to unite and fight the fight. You are the leaders of tomorrow. Now let me tell you, how old are you? How old was your father? Or How old is your father if he is still alive? Yet, he is not even a leader of one community in your own village. Then, what makes you think that you can be a leader in that zoo country if you are defending it? Why do you think you can make it? The mistake Nnamdi Azikiwe made during his time is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to correct now. But due to our people with hatred and jealousy we have, I'm talking about the Igbo people. That is why you see us. Any man you see today on social media, if he is not talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will be talking rubbish. You can never see any person come on the social media to tell you, now, this is what we need to do to put Nigeria in order. This is what we need to do to make sure that we have our freedom. I have challenged many of them, those that disagree with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ideology. I say that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some people say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu break out from Mazop. I say, when he break out, what did he do? He formed the IPOB, and after founding IPOB, he used it to destroy the zoo with just truth and fact. With ordinary broadcast, he used it to bring the zoo to the extent that in the whole world today, once you say you're in Nigeria, nobody will have a regard in you, regard to you. All the evils that is going on, he brings it out. He never used the radio to say, no, since I have found it, let me start fighting my Igbo people. He told them what they're supposed to do. Now, I challenge any person that disagree with IPOB ideology. Now, you ask for a restructure. For how long? I can remember that it's up to 3 or 4 years now that those people, the Ohanese and the South and Southwest and the Southeast governors have been clamoring for restructure. Ask yourself, who is the people are they begging to restructure the country where they feel that they are among? Who are the people? Who is the person? Have you asked yourself? Because we the youth fail to unite and do the needful. We the youth fail to unite and do the needful. When the youth will come together with power, with one voice, there is no old layer that can stop you. You see the ringing of election, which people mastermind these things. An old man cannot take a ballot paper. An old man cannot go out there and confront armed men and take ballot paper. Which people are doing this? The youth. Which means this youth need to be enlightened. This youth need to be lectured the importance of them saying no to all those old layers. For them to say no to all those idiots that don't want their success. There is no Nigerian politician today, you will tell that his or her children will suffer in the next 100 years. It's impossible. Do you know why? They have looted us. They loot us physically. They loot us spiritually. They loot us financially. And they use hunger as weapon to make sure that nobody can reason well again. Nobody can think at all. Everybody will low down. Do you know that right now, let me tell you the game. The Igbo peoples don't know the kind of game these Fulanis are playing. Last time, during Jonathan time, Jonathan borrowed 3 trillion. Go and Google it. It's there. That's 3 trillion. Jonathan borrowed it. Do you know what is used for? He gave it to Dangote to empower his business. Meanwhile, the loan was taken with Nigerian name, and Nigeria is servicing the interest of the loan up to today. Meanwhile, Dangote personally invests that money in his own company, a private company that cannot benefit not even 1 kobo to the Nigerian economy. And nobody rises up to say anything. and nobody talk, and nobody is doing anything. I expect the people like Onowibo TV, people like all these the so-called attackers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to ask question. Why do they do this? Why do they do not attacking? This is time for you to ask. When you feel like you are important, when you feel like you have something in you, you have to make a necessary move to show that you have common sense that is not common. Not only that, do you know right now as I'm speaking to you, there is all the whole borders we are locked. Only Dangote goods is allowed to move out of Nigeria. Go and check it. Now tell me, why is it that the Igbos will not suffer most? And nobody is talking. These are the place where we have people like that say that they are well learned. We have people like Ato Zenubu. We have people like Andrew Ba. We have people that has connection. We have people like mention, but I don't even know their names. But when you go to Google, you will be seeing their names. What are they doing? Before, you used to hear Ibeto cement. You used to hear Ibeto salt. Now, are you hearing those things again? Why do they close? Who closed them? Why do Savannah Bank close? Now, ask yourself, which bank can you say this bank now fully operated or being owned? Let no mention Fidelity Bank, or the headquarters is found in Igbo. How many? And nobody is talking. Have you asked yourself, why is it that everything that we are suffering in our country today, nobody is talking and nobody is trying to do anything about it? Have you asked yourself this question? Everybody focus on how to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. The moment you attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that shows how wicked you are. Because if you can attack him, that shows that you meant no good for any Igbo person. That shows that you are evil. Because, like I always tell people, when you don't agree with my ideology, what you need to do is to invent your own ideology and use it to prove to me that I don't know what I'm doing, that your ideology will bring that thing that I'm fighting for. I tell them that if you can restructure Nigeria, if you can put Nigeria where it belongs, believe you me, we will not be agitating. If River Niger, if we have international support, not that rubbish they are doing, they are putting a canoe there, like a gota. If you go to Namu, where Russia have taken a full village, the same canoe they are using, they are telling you to use to bring goods, is what Anam people are using to enter their house. How can you bring a container in such place? How? That is the problem we are facing. And it's an Igbo man that will open his mouth today and tell you that that is a seaport. And you go to Lagos, you see what is seaport. And nobody is talking. These are the things we need to lecture our people. The importance of uniting to fight this common fight. The importance of coming together to put away differences. You are the leader of this, you are the leader of that. This is not the time to say this and that. This is time to fight, because our people say that before you ask a fowl, why do you enter bush? You have to chase the hawk away first. But our people, before, when I was a child, I always hear that Igbo people are very wise. Igbo people are intelligent. Igbo people are this. But when I grew up, for this my age, in fact, I am really disappointed, because all the things I hear about Igbo is not the same thing I am seeing now. Everything are contrary. That is, everything just turn upside down. That Igbo man will be in house and they go to deliver him under rope. Only Igbo ga-anọzi n'ụlọ, an elder ya anọzi n'ụlọ, ewu amụọ n'ogbeli. Today now, do you know that Dangote cement in the north is sold for 2000 or 1008? Dangote cement. In the southwest, it sold for 2005. In the south, it sold for the same 2005 for 3,000. Do you know in the east, in the Igbo, Dangote cement is sold for 3,500? Have you asked yourself why? If you are in one Nigeria, why? Is it not the same in Nigeria? They call yourself, and nobody is talking. The same thing goes to a product of Dangote. Once it comes to the east, the price will change. Why do you think that the kidnapping and the selling of women parts is rampaging in the east? It's because of hunger, because nobody cares. Everybody say, not me, I don't want to talk, and I don't want to carry the problem. Then you keep quiet because the problem comes from the north. But you can rise up to talk when Mazi Nnamdi can rise up to save you. Then you see someone trying to save you, instead of you to mellow down, to come down and give the person your full support, you can come out and attack him. I asked Tony Nnadi, why is it that there is no federal government presence in the east? Okay, thank you for my. They say 4,000 naira Dangote cement in the east. Meanwhile, in the north, you sold for 1,800, and you claim you are in one Nigeria. You see the punishment they are giving to you. The same thing goes to onions. Ask people that are in the north, onions cost nothing, but come to the east, you will buy 1 or 2 onions for 200 to 300 naira, and you call yourself one Nigeria. You are not ashamed. Nobody can speak. Nobody will rise up. Nobody is talking. All you can do, you have your platform where you can preach and let people know that this is time to unite. This is time to fight a common enemy. They have shown you that you are not among them. These people have shown you that nothing concerns you with them. You don't have business with them, yet you are forcing yourself to be with them. That is why you get racist in other countries, because when we are not one, and you are telling me we are one, the person that tell you that, guy, I'm not your brother. Oh, boy, I'm not your brother. You force the person to be your brother. The person will show you that I am on my own. You force me to be your brother. So the person can do anything and go scot-free. The person can do you anything because the person don't value you. Do you know that they tell you that blood is thicker than water? That is why, irrespective of how wicked we are, I must say this: that blood at times it draws close, but there is nothing in connection with the Fulani people. That is why they can rape your mother in your presence and rape a girl of 6 years old, and nothing will happen. Instead of the so-called our elders to rise up and stand. Do you know that in the Igbo land today, we don't have king? Because go and check the olden days, a king is being chosen by the village, by the people, where that king will be crowned, will rule. But today, a person can from anywhere and come to your village and they choose a king for you. Person can choose a king. Do you know why? Yes. Once a governor is there, a governor can pick a king from any place and put, because the governor are now issuing a certificate to kings, meaning rendering the offer of a king, the staff of authority, useless. Because if a king can crown you, if a governor can crown a governor from another village, not your know, can crown you a king, who is not from your village, who know nothing about the gods that is guiding the land, he can crown you anything rubbish. That is why you see nobody can speak to the governors today, because once you talk, they will remove the king certificate, because you have rendered the staff of authority, which is the Ofoeze, you have rendered it powerless and useless. Now, a governor can banish a king instead of king banishing a governor. Have you heard that any governor or prime minister can stand before Queen Elizabeth and talk anyhow? Or challenge him in England in this 21st century? Them that bring you the governorship and this thing. Meanwhile, they are still practicing their own monarchy system of government. They help you to abolish your own and they return to their own. That is to tell you that we are not intelligent. And they are using Fulanis to do the same thing today. Now, the governors of the East today, the state can no longer choose even their own governors. The same Fulani will now put governor and order the governor to remove that king that is an obstacle. Why the king is an obstacle? Because he's speaking and protecting his people, his subjects. Once the Fulani, the paymasters, carry out this action, and if you don't do it, we will remove him, they will go and do it. You see where our problem lies. The youth, they say we are the leaders of tomorrow. Nigeria is above 60 now. How many youth are in the power? Or does it mean that there is no intelligent or any youth that is capable to lead or to handle any position in the zoo? Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, how old is he? How many years in there? These are the problem. We attack our own savior as Israel taking Jesus for coming to save them. We attack our own. We don't value what we have. That is the problem we are facing today. When you see someone trying to save you, we like the enemy will come and tell you that this person is not trying to save you. This person is trying to kill you. That is why you see many saboteurs today. That is why you see many janjaweed in Igbo land. That is why you see many evildoers today because of love of money. Nobody have integrity again. And I said, all those people, like this one that is saying he is a freedom fighter, he want to contest for Ohanes the president. Does these two things relate? How can you be a freedom fighter at the same time you are asking people to go and bring your PVC? That shows that you are confused. When someone is confused, he will not, like Mazinam Khan will say, it's not every advice an elderly person gives to you will take. Because the fools, these young fools also grow old. And when they grow old, it's the same stupidity, the same stupid brain they have in a young age, they will use to grow old. So whatever that will be coming out from them at that old age will be as useless as they are in their youthful age. That's why I continue calling all the Facebook warriors so that we can start lecturing our people what is going on. Let me tell you, do you know that the Rika tin tomato that is selling 50 naira is now almost 500 naira for one tin tomato in the East? Now tell me, how do you want our mothers to celebrate this Christmas with joy and happiness? Do you know that there are some families that up to 7 months now, they don't know the taste of tin tomato. They don't even know the taste of a tomato in our own land. And the so-called elite, they feel that it's none of their business. What makes you a leader? Why do you think that you're a leader if you cannot listen to your subject, if you cannot feel the pain of your subject? You are a leader because you have people you are governing or you are leading. That's what makes you a leader. If you cannot listen to them, now tell me, who are you listening to? The Fulanis have made sure that our people have been subjected to think of nothing rather of their stomach. Come to the Igbo now, everybody is fighting his own pocket and his own belly. Nobody is thinking of tomorrow again. When you ask them, they'll say, forget tomorrow, it will take care of yourself. If you don't plan today, if you don't plan for your tomorrow today, how can tomorrow be good for you? That is one question I keep on asking people. If you see any person tell you that go out there on social media to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, know that that person is wicked and evil. The person is a demon working in a human form. That person is your enemy. That person is your sochiebu. The person never wants you to eat 3 square meals a day. The person wants you to die on hunger. The person wants you to die in slavery. The person wants you to die in poverty. The person wants you to die without knowing your left and right. And not only you, that person don't mean well for your children. You see it. But when will our people open eyes to know the game the Fulanis are playing? These people believe conquer and occupy. Once they conquer your land, they will occupy it. If you give them land for borrow or for lease, they will take it from you. You can never reclaim it back. They believe in that power, and they have all it takes. This war we are into is not just what you think. It's a spiritual war because you are fighting demons. You are fighting millions of demons. That is why, irrespective of, even if Mazi Nnamdi can make mistake 20 million times, I will support him. I will follow him because that is the only thing that I will give to him. How much do I have? Do I have money to give him? How much? So what you need now is to come together in one voice and support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that Biafra will be restored. Because when Biafra is restored, that is when you will see this hunger will be going down. When Biafra is restored, you can go to school and your children will go to school. You can see the difference between rich men and poor people. Their children will be going the same school because that is how European school are. Everything is standard. They don't differentiate. If you don't have money, you cannot go. No. What you need to do in a school, come to Europe here. You only need to buy the textbook and buy what you will use to register it. There's nothing like it. Europe don't know what is school fees. Go and ask them. They will say, go and pay the things you need to use, the equipment. Some of it, I'm not talking about the computer because computer, laptop, every other equipment that you need to learn is free of charge. That is why these people don't want Biafra to come, because the moment our children start from underage to use computer to learn, they will be used to internet. That is when you can see them compete on creating missiles. And they will be going to the same space. Ask yourself, these big men you are seeing, how many of their children have you seen graduated from University of London, because that is where they normally run to, that can even produce anything, because they know that they don't know anything. They don't know anything. They are very daft. They are using me and you to fight ourselves so that they can steal the money. How I wish Buhari was alive. Do you think that all these evil politicians will be moving around like that? Buhari meant well for Nigeria. That's why they killed him. They killed Buhari so that he will not jail them. So that he will not jail them. But our people fail to understand this. Instead of you now using your platform to investigate the thing in Aso Rock, go and watch the interview BBC made Buhari in 2016 after he won election. He said that some of those corrupt leaders are in the back or in the beside bars now, how they speak English. But today, how many of them are there? When Buhari was alive, Magu, the EFCC chairman, was determined to carry out, discharge his duty. The moment Buhari died and the evil people take over, they now tell him that, how far, if you don't behave yourself, we will sack you. If you cannot cut, kill, and divide, we will level allegation on you and we will put you in prison. That is when he started harboring the money. Do you know that late Muhammad Buhari introduced a single treasury account for Nigeria? Where are they today? Meaning that these are the things you need to know. Have he made any statement about that thing? Because that single thing, there is no amount that will move out or come in that he will not be aware of. But up to today, you see it. Nobody is talking about all those things today. Go and check Buhari agenda when he was alive, 2015, before he died in 2017. You will see that those agenda, the moment he died, the moment they killed him in London and buried him in Saudi Arabia, nobody talk of those things. Then the evil people now take over. And you see the reason why they are doing all sorts of things. You see the reason they are doing everything. Ask this present idiot that is in Aso Rock today to let BBC grant him interview for 10 minutes so that they can ask questions and he will answer the way that late Muhammad Buhari did. You will see a lot of things by yourself. But instead of our people investigating the right thing, we are busy attacking ourselves. We are busy fighting ourselves on social media. On social media that you come in to learn. On social media, you need to learn many things and pass information. You are using it, you are abusing it. Sorry, you are telling the world that you are not educated. You are letting the world know that you know nothing. Everything is all about money, money. You see any opportunity, you will like to use it to convert it to money. That is why they have relegated Igbo today. That is why they have made Igbo become a laughing stock, not only in Nigeria, but the whole world. Because we love Mfomfo Juapa. We love Mfomfo Juapa. Let me chop alone. Instead of us to do the right thing. How can an illiterate organize themselves well and speak with one voice? Meanwhile, the people that say that they are educated cannot speak with one voice. That shows you something is wrong somewhere. These people have inflicted us to the extent that our brain are no longer thinking beyond our shadow. We cannot even think of tomorrow. Do you know how many prominent men you can see in Biafra land? Ask yourself, why the silent? Why do they keep silent? Why are they not fighting for the betterment of the East? Why are the so-called Eastern governors, they are not in unity, they can never speak in one voice? Why are they? What of the South as they label them? Why can't they speak? The oil producing region cannot even give account on how oil in their own region is being managed or is being used. They are dwelling in poverty, no water to drink, no good road. When I tell you, if you like, give an Igbo man presidency million times, he will be a failure. Ask me why. Jonathan was a president for good 6 years, road to Otuokwe, he failed to tie it. No single university he built in Bayelsa. What did he do for his people? They manipulated him. He built not less than 14 universities in the north, all in the name to please the north so that he can remain in power. Today, Mama Jonathan, Patience Jonathan, was the first and the last first lady to be prompt in Nigeria. Go and Google it. And they seized many of her money, hard currency. Go and check it. And nobody is talking. The Niger Delta people, the so-called militants, do you know why today now you cannot see any person telling you that I am a militant or carry any action? Because the men that matters in the Niger Delta they are all dead. They killed them because of longer throat. They use the same thing they are doing to Igbos now. That is the same thing they use to kill them. Divide and rule. They will instigate violence and tell you that this is your brother is your problem. He have come here. He said that he will betray you. Meanwhile, nobody. They will just articulate one lie like that and present it to you. You will not believe it. Your head will be blown off. The next thing you see your brother as your enemy. You start fighting, and they will tell you, they will sponsor you. This is the same thing happened in Ayamelu local government. Inside this year, where a man who the Ayamelu and the local government elected to go and represent them in Anambra State, go and buy gun and give Omo, and also buy gun and give Umubo and tell them to start fighting. He will come to Omo village and tell them, this the land belongs to you. When they divided this Niger Delta, that is when they started giving them amnesty. They will call them one after the other. Come and collect amnesty. You will go. They will give you Ghana must go. As they give you that money, as you are coming out, they will kill you. They will shoot you and label you a terrorist, a militant. They will never tell the world that they are the one who called you to come and collect amnesty for you to surrender. As they gun you down, your opponent who then tell that your brother who they already convinced that you are his enemy will now go out there and rejoice that you are down, unknowing to them that he will be the next. Unknowing to them that he will be the next. Then after some weeks, they will let that very one go down, because when they kill one, they will stand and watch the reaction of the people. They will watch how they will react. The moment they see that nobody is reacting, you are happy. After some weeks or some months, they will invite another person. Come on, we'll give you millions for amnesty. Come and surrender. Then the leader will go. Before you know, once you go there, they will give you that. The same Ghana must go. They give that to your brother and they kill him and collect the money back. They will still give you the same Ghana must go. As you collect it, you will be smiling. You want to become rich. The moment you come out for the next junction, they will kill you with a sniper. Boom, you are down. They will still collect their money back. They will watch and see how other people will react. They have already divided you people. You cannot fight for your brother again. You cannot be your brother's keeper. You cannot watch your brother's back. Do you want to tell me that I wish was Rikeno himself and watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back and supported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that the Zoo soldier will come to Afaruku and go scot-free? But longer throat, 10 million cost him his pride and integrity. 10 million that you can get if you restore Biafra under 2 months. People, prominent men, people that are abroad will give you more than billions. You take because of hunger. You take because of jealousy and hatred. You said what people have suffered for. The same thing that our brother is starting to do now. We don't look to the future. We don't see what is ahead. Heavy. I want to be the director. I want to be the CEO. I want to give order. I want to command and control. I want to be in charge. You cannot even be in charge of your family. You cannot put your family in order and you want to lead a crowd. You see the problem we are facing today. Nobody is speaking. Everybody is afraid. Cowards. Coward everywhere. It's time we stop all this nonsense and reason like people that know something. We need to think and know that this is time for us to move forward. This is time for us to act, because Biafra restoration is here already. We are almost there. We are almost there. If you don't join now, if you stand and you want to become a saboteur at this critical point of time, ask yourself, why are you fighting your brother? How many Fulani people have you seen fighting each other? How many Yoruba have you seen fighting each other? Why must it be you? Do you go to school to learn how to fight your brother, or do you go to school to learn how to be your brother's keeper? Watch the whole Europe. Why do you think that Europe today, they are competing among the world? America is the world power, and Israel is competing. See Arab Emirates, almost all of them are competing. You go to China, China is competing. Why do you think it's like that? It's because of unity. They unite and they have one voice. They fight. They don't fight their leader. The world, you come to Europe today, they will say North Korea president is a tyrant leader. But what the North Korea president is doing is to protect his own people from the world, because the world are out there hunting countries. Ask yourself, this war you see in Syria today, who is fighting it? That war is between America and England and all those other countries, not Syria. The same thing, the same way the Fulanis are instigating Igbo people to fight Igbo people. In the same way, they give some idiots money to come out on Facebook and rant nonsense in the name they are cursing their father, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are abusing their father, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the same thing. You cannot reason. You cannot think. Where can we touch now that we can tell you this place is okay, this place is good? You go to Area Market, you see what erosion and dirty is doing there. Nobody is talking. Do you want to tell me that the whole Abia state don't have people they don't have men? The same thing in Anambra state. But when you come to attack or kill each other or assassinate yourselves, you will have men. When it comes for kidnapping, you will have people. But when it comes to chase the evil ones away, you don't have people. What does that shows you? We are educated, but we don't have sense. We are educated, but we don't think. We are educated, but we are not reasoning. We are educated, but we don't know the meaning of love. We are educated, but we are not in unity. Why do you now why do you now have the education? Why do you now attend school at all? Why do you learn? The only man that have learned and know that the world can only make things happen if they unite. That if you are under slave, you can never achieve anything. And it's okay, let me free my people. That is the only person you people are attacking. You people are attacking the person, and you think that will do you good. You think that is how the world is. Our people now, ometu imi, ometu anya. Now, in the East, not only the Igbos, not only the poor are suffering it now. Even the riches are now crying because the Fulanis are now taking their business out of them. They are now frustrating them. Before you can bring you can use $10,000 to import 1 or 2 containers abroad. When coming there, let me use our currency. You can use 20 million to bring goods from abroad, China to Nigeria. You will, from Lagos to the Anambra state, you will spend almost close to 15 million before bringing it. You will settle custom, settle police, settle soldier, settle road safety, settle civil defense, settle even Ndagboro. You will settle before you will settle. That is the reason you see that goods are cost more than any other thing. And you call yourself Nigeria. You call yourself one country. What are you now benefiting? What benefiting? Let's assume that the East, God forbid, because I know it's a lie, the East is a landlocked. Do they know there is something called dry sea port? Dry sea port, where cargo plane can bring things direct. And now, why is it that they cannot bring it to the East, but they can bring it to the Kano and Kaduna? You see it. We have learned people, but the full East, there is no way you can see international flight direct. The same flight that will fly from France to Lagos with maybe, let me say, 200,000. If that flight is to come to any East, it will be almost 300,000. Why do you think they make it so? So that you will prefer Lagos. You will prefer Lagos. Nobody is talking. The only thing you will see now come to you is Ekene Dilichukwu Motors, God is Good Motors, Ezenwata Motors. What all those things? What are they bringing to the poor masses? Unemployment. Can all those things reduce it? Rather, it increases the risk of living in the East. Do you know how many people die in a road accident with Peace Mass or this God is Good and Ezenwata them and Ekene Dilichukwu? Do you know many people that have wasted their life and nobody is talking? Do you know that if there is airline flying all this local airline, it will reduce the number of accidents that is happening? Do you know that if you leave Lagos by 6 o'clock in the morning, you are coming to Anambra State, you will reach Anambra State by 10 or 12 o'clock midnight? Do you know why? Bad road, and nobody is talking. You want the politicians to talk, they don't use the road. They use their helicopter and the private jet. And that is how they move. Why can't we come out and fight this nonsense? Why? Why can't we unite? Why can't we? You call yourself a blogger, you call yourself a motivational speaker, you call yourself this and that. You will come out, you leave the motivation, you use you instead of to tell people what to do. What are you doing? What are you doing? You will use it to attack. Go on the whole platform today that is not being controlled by IPOB. What are they doing? They continue attacking IPOB and they're attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you ask them, they will tell you, say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem of the East. You will any of them. And I would think, at times, for the beginning, when I listen to them, I think the person has something in him. But when, after 1 week, you will see the person, you will see that blood of Janjaweed, the person must speak it out. You will see that cow meat will speak, the cow in the person will speak. The cow in the person will speak. Then you know that the person goat have eaten his brain or her brain. That is the problem we are facing. That is it. Some will tell you, leave that in. Now me create the problem. Not me create and not me go solve them. But when it touch your relation, you will like people to join you so that they can solve the problem or for you to revenge. That shows how foolish you are. Because when it's not, since it's not your business, when it's another person's turn, it's hurt another person, it's none of your business. If it's hurt you, it will become nobody's business. It will become nobody's business. That is what is killing people today. I keep on saying it. These Fulani people, have you asked yourself, why is things are like this? Why are Igbos like this? We are suffering today because we don't know what we're supposed to do. We abandon the fight we're supposed to fight, and we are fighting wrong things. We are fighting wrong people. We are fighting ourselves. That is the reason why we are in this mess. That is the reason. I must tell you the truth. That is the reason. If we cannot speak with one voice, how can we now get ourselves out of the slave? When Moses want to save Israel from the land of Egypt, he meets them. Other Israelis know that they don't have the power to move out. But when they see that Moses have what it takes to lead them out, what did they do? They followed him. Why can't the Igbos follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that he can lead us out of this mess, so that he can set us free? Why? Why, I am asking? Why are we so wicked that we don't value what we have? Why? Why can't we swallow our pride? And let me tell you, any person that broke out from IPOB, or any person that don't follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that person is an enemy of Biafra. Any person you see castigating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or telling you this and that he knows this and that person is an evil person. Don't listen to such people. If you really have the people, the heart of Biafrans, you are feeling what the pains they are feeling. If you are thinking of those people that have died and the death pains you, you will not come out and castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, you will come out and restore Biafra to shame him. That is it. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. What have you achieved since you was born till date? Who in your village? How many times do you have light? By next 2 weeks or next 3 weeks, it will be Christmas, right? Ask yourself, how is your people going to celebrate it? How? I tell you, the war that we are into is not carnal. It's time for us to come together and do the needful. What is holding Biafra now is unity. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done his own part. What are you waiting to do your own part? What have you done to help the struggle? What have you done to restore Biafra? What have you done? What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting for someone to change, to rise up? You are seeing it is happening. You are seeing the suffering. You are seeing the killings. You are seeing the massacre. Yet, you are waiting for someone to tell you it's time to rise up. You are waiting for someone to tell you that it is time for you to do the needful. And you tell me that you are not an evil person. Let me tell you, this money, this federal government budget, do you think that Buhari, if Buhari is alive, he will budget that amount for you people to come on Facebook to attack? He believes in action. Let Muhammad Buhari believe in action. He believes, let us do the thing and get the result immediately. He don't give a damn of what it will cost. That is it. If a Igbo man was the late Muhammad Buhari and died, and Igbo people go there and bring an imposter to put in Aso Rock, it's the same Igbo people who go to the north and tell them, this is an imposter, I have a proof. They will leak it. But since then, almost how many years now? From 2017, it's almost 3 years now. Have you seen any northern person come out to speak that this is not Buhari? Have you? Of course, no, you cannot. You cannot. Because they know and they are unite. They are unite. They unite. They know what they are doing. They know the game. And they are prepared. They are prepared for it. They are really prepared for everything they are doing. Ask yourself, what are we doing on our own? What is the Igbo people doing to save themselves from these men? What are they doing? Nothing. Nobody is doing anything. All they can do is to gossip. Gossip from morning till night. Gossip day and night. That is the only thing they can do. Are you not tired of gossip? Is it not time to fight? Is it not time to join hands together and do the needful? Why are we so shameless and useless at the same time? Why? I ask this question all the time. How many times will something happen to us before we know things, before we learn our lesson? How many times will we die? How many times will they kill us before we rise up? How many times will they frustrate us before we do something? How many times will they tell us that we are not part of this country before we know that we are not part? How many times will something happen to Hanezes before they will rise up? How many times, I am asking you? How many times, I am asking? Will something happen to us before we know that this is not time for us to start gossiping or coming out on social media to talk rubbish? This is time to unite and fight for what we believe in. This is time to do the needful, not the other way around. This is time we have to rise up. This is the time. The time is now. If we fail now, we have failed forever. If we fail now, we can never, ever rise up again. We can never rise up again. I tell you nothing but the truth. I tell you nothing but the truth. If we fail now, we can never achieve anything. I'm trying to, let me copy something out. Oh my God. This is the time for us to rise up and fight for what we believe in. Because if we cannot fight now, when can we fight again? When? When can we fight the battle again? We can never see this opportunity again. This is the last opportunity for us. Once we fail this time around, nothing can make us rise again. If Biafra mistakenly, God forbid, and we fail this time around, we can never, ever rise up again. That is pure truth. I must let you know. Because Biafra is our last hope. Biafra is our last hope. And we cannot afford to lose this opportunity. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sacrificed a lot. He have given a lot of effort on this struggle. So everybody, it's time for us to rise up and do the needful. It's time for us to do the needful, because these people, the Fulanis, they are not getting tired. And I tell you, when I tell you they are not getting tired, they are not getting tired. They are willing to do anything possible to make sure that they wipe us from out of this surface of planet Earth. Without freedom, we cannot achieve anything under the master's being a slave. We cannot achieve anything. Believe you me. Believe you me, and that is nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. Exactly. How can you see an Igbo man knowing fully well that things in that zoo is getting out of hand? He knows fully well that nothing is functioning in the east, and in the north it's not like that. Instead of him to rise up and fight for those things to be corrected or for something to be functioning, he will rise up to fight who is trying to make things happen. Do you know that? Okay, check it now. Then that is trying to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it well. Ordinary to bring out the Ohanaeze president. You see Ngige and Rochas, they have already started fighting. Ngige said that he is not invited or is not aware. Rochas said that Ngige is not carried along. They cannot even unite to put a speaker who can represent them. What is the meaning of Ohanaeze Ndigbo? Ohanaeze is supposed to be looking after. They're supposed to be a neutral organization that can correct the mistakes and errors the so-called politicians do. Now it's the politicians that are the ones putting the Ohanaeze. You tell me that the so-called East, they know what they're doing. My brothers and sisters, if we fail to restore Biafra, our children will suffer times 100 of what we are suffering now. They cannot even stop, both home and abroad. Because our people say, oh, onijue dozia bed kiki eju edina lo n'ime. Oniji dozie your bed ki eji dina lo n'ime, because ndị gị na ha na-agba mgbe egosigo gị that you are not the same. They egosigo gị that na onweghị ihe gbasara gị na ha. Onwelo ka gị na ha jue nnọkọta njue relate. These people have gosigo gị that they are determined to wipe you out. They believe in wiping you out. Yet you don't see it coming. Now that someone have tell you, see their plan, instead of you to believe it, you are fighting the person. You are fighting the person. Instead of you to believe what the person is telling you, you are there fighting the person. You are there doing rubbish. You are there doing all kind of nonsense thing, and you think that will help you out. You think that is how those people, they are able to conquer you. You think these Fulani people, they use this way the Igbos are using to do things now. They use it like that to conquer you. You must be a fool to think like that. I must tell you the truth, because these people, go and check the history of Fulani people. Go and check them. They are united. They are not only in Nigeria. Fulani people, they are not only in Nigeria. They are not only conquering Nigeria. They are conquering the whole world. The whole Africa, sorry. They are conquering the whole Africa. Go to Ghana, they are there. They are doing the same thing. Because when they enter, the first place they will conquer is to enter the government and enter the military and police. Once they conquer these two places, the military and the police, they will now be using them to conquer other places, because they know that without the military and the government, the people can easily chase them out. The people can easily chase them out. That is why when they come to Nigeria, you see them, the whole Fulani, the whole top rank officers in police, in army, in the top, in all government parastatals, you will see them. They are Fulanis. They are the one there. Their men are there. Why? Because they have mission. And that mission is to conquer us. How can we stop them? What can we do to stop these people? Is fighting ourselves going to make things happen? Is fighting ourselves day and night going to stop these people? Of course, no, it will not. It will not stop them. Rather, it will give them the more, it will boost them the more to do more evil. It will boost them the more to conquer us. We have suffered a lot. Our forefathers suffer in the hands of these people. Even Nnamdi Azikiwe, who fought for the independence of Nigeria, then chased him out from the government. They played him again to show him that it's not all about speaking English. They tell him that you are not educated, you are not smart, you are not wise. That is why he was unable to take any position after the restoration of Biafra. I mean, after the restoration of Nigeria, after Nigeria got their independence, Nnamdi Azikiwe become useless and hopeless. He become irrelevant. All they can do is anywhere they can go to speak grammar, they will send him, and they use him to betray Ojukwu. That is the only thing that he is proud of. The same thing they are using Nyanwodo today to do, the same thing they are using Wazirike to do today, that is the same way they use and dump Nnamdi Azikiwe. Up till today, our people haven't learned anything. Our people haven't learned anything. The poor men, the poor people, if the hunger in you can make you unite for you to fix your country, this is the time. Now there is no government, there is no Buhari. What you have is presidency. This is the time. Then call you to come out. You start to do SARS protest. Instead of you to continue, you started carrying palliatives, expired indomies, expired food, and many of you lost their lives. They massacred you. Instead of you to revenge, I saw one video where they arrested more than 200 people. Why can't that 200 people start the protest there and resist that arrest? Do they use jazz? But you people in crowds, the jazz have hold you people. You see the reason you need. If you know that you suck your mother's breast, if you know that you know what freedom is all about, if you really love to be free from anything, what you need to do now is to support the restoration of Biafra, is to sacrifice whatever you get, sacrifice your time to lecture people, to let people know that Biafra is the only solution, that there is nothing can give you joy or peace of mind if not for the restoration of Biafra. Because that is the only, that chain that is holding you, that chain, that bondage you are, the only thing that will bring you out of that bondage is Biafra restoration. Go and check it. Google anywhere. Ask yourself, who is this Fulani that Yorubas, Igbos, the so-called Niger Deltas are begging for restructure, and they said no, and they remain like that? How many are there? Do they have two heads? Why is it like that? Because They know what they are doing because they know that these people are not united. Do you know how they used to conquer you? Divide and rule. Divide and rule that make Niger Delta to fail woefully till today. Nothing. The militant achieved nothing. Nobody can come out today say that he is a militant and he is proud that this is what he achieved in Niger Delta. Nobody. Why? Have you asked yourself why? Divide and rule. They divide us and rule. They use money. It's the same money. Go to North and give them that money to divide them. Then we are carry that money and they will betray you to show you how united they are. They will collect that money from you and they will betray you. That is how you know who is smart. Or do you think that you haven't tried to divide Boko Haram? Up to today, whatever you bring in dividing them, they will collect the money, but they can never be divided. They don't. It's only we that we don't know what we are doing. Niger Delta. Can you remember when Avengers was operating? How come you no longer hear of Avengers again? Longer throat. Do you think that if Niger Delta men stand in their ways and say, go, no go, come, no come, we must take what belongs to us, do you think that Bayelsa will not have airport, River State will not have international airport? You will see everywhere will be tied up. But a few of them, Edwin Clark group, Asari men, then eat the money and started building university in Nigeria and the Benin Republic, and they abandoned their place. They abandoned their people to die in poverty, to die in horrible, in living a miserable lives. What a pity. When I listen, I read about the so-called South and Southeast, I shed tears. I shed tears because that is not what we are known for. That is not who we are. I asked one person tell me that the rate the onions is costing now. He cannot this and that. I say now the onions is cost. What will you use to pay this Fulani back? What will you increase so that when they come to buy it, it will cost like you buy their onions? Nothing. Your company are in the north. The clothes you are producing, anything you are doing, the headquarters is in the north. Then tomato, onion, salt, other things, petty thing. Then carry the contract, they give it to Dangote. Who is Dangote? A national man. And Nigeria borrowed 3 trillion to give to him. And Nigeria is servicing that loan till today. And Dangote is using it to do his business. And Dangote is using it. And he became the richest man overnight. Richest African man overnight. Meaning that he knows the business more than everyone. Right now, only Dangote can import and export anything in Nigeria. Why can't he be rich? In your present, then tell you that they budgeted money to pay for Aso Rock house rent. And nobody is talking. House rent in Aso Rock. In the whole world, have you seen any place they will tell you that a capital city is paying house rent? Capital territory of a country is paying house rent only in Nigeria. See, let me tell you, if they have sold Nigeria out, let them tell the so-called zoo youth so that they will know that their capital territory, they don't have a capital city again. Because for you to pay your house rent in your own land shows that you are a tenant. It shows that you're a tenant. How can a landlord tell you that he wants to pay house rent? Can a landlord be paying house rent in his own house? Of course, no. You don't pay house rent. To tell you that Aso Rock now, if Buhari is alive, he will tell you that he wants to pay house rent in Aso Rock. Have you heard such thing before? During the time of Ibrahim Babangida, the time of Obasanjo, the time of Yaradua, the time of Jonathan, have you heard any person telling that he wants to pay house rent in Aso Rock? In this present administration of imposters, they are now paying house rent in Aso Rock. What does that simply mean? What is that telling you? Yet nobody is understanding anything. Nobody is standing up. All you can encourage or stand up and they have the courage to do is to attack you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you not foolish and wickedness at the same time? Can't you have sense? Give yourself brain for 1 second and reason. Why is it that everything that is going on in this zoo, nobody is talking? Ask yourself this question. Ask yourself, why is nobody talking? The increasement of goods in the country, especially in the east and the south, and the downfall of the naira and becoming useless before the world. Have you asked yourself, why is it that nobody is talking? If you are educated, you know what it takes. You have your platform. All you can do is gossip. All you can teach is how to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are a fool. You are a foolish person. You don't have sense. Because if you have sense, you will use your platform to let people know the right thing they're supposed to know. You will teach people the right. What is right? Teach them how to divide that zoo. Teach them how to get freedom. Teach them that a slave don't have right in his master's house because he is a slave. How can you be a slave and you want to overthrow your master in his house? Is that possible to you? How is it possible? Let me ask you. How is it possible? Ask yourself. A sitting governor who said that he's educated, he's a graduate, tell you that he is an Igbo man because the Nigerian constitution says so. Not his mother says so. Not his father says so. Do you know that that person, a cow brain is better than him? He tell you open mouth and tell that even if you convince him to be an Igbo man, he can never accept it because Nigerian constitution says so. Not his kingsmen, not his village people, not his mother, not his uncle, not an elderly person, but a constitution that was made by an Englishman from Britain. Tell you that you are not an Igbo, and you put that in your brain, and you are proud to say it. Now, where is the education? Where is the wisdom? Where is the knowledge? Where is the history you claim you know? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call people Janjaweed, when he will say mad people everywhere, before, at the beginning, I will feel so comfortable with that. I will feel sad. But later, when I see the way our people are behaving, I know that even Janjaweed and mad people is like praising them. Because mad people will be very angry the way the normal people behave. If you call Nigerian people mad people, the real mad people will get angry because you are insulting them. You travel around the world, you see how places, you see how things are going. You move, you see how beautiful the world is. You travel to Dubai. Do you know in 1960, Dubai is like Dubai. You cannot compare Dubai with a village in Ebonyi State. Do you know? In 1960, Nigeria is far, far better than Dubai. To the extent that Dubai will be praying to be like Nigeria. If a Dubai person come to Nigeria, he will be like, I will not go back. But ask yourself this question. How is Dubai today and how is Nigeria? Who is moving forward and who is moving backward? These are the things you need to know. These are the things you need to reason and you think. Go to France today. Do you know that after the England have colonized this zoo, in Nigeria, the zoo is far better than France, with many other European countries. They are far better. But today, do you know that 90% of Nigerian youth are abroad suffering? The useless job that you see Nigerians they cannot do when they are in Nigeria, they are now doing it. You will see many of them. If your country is good, what I find you come in a country where they give you a house, they give you food, you are complaining. Your country have they given you that? That shows how foolish you are. You use to organize such protests. Why can't you use it and organize good governance protests? See the NSAS protest is going on. How many of you come out? But let one pastor mount one post sign now, signpost, and say signs and wonder, 3 days fasting and prayer, breakthrough, buy your Range Rover Sport. After this, you will see crowd of food there. You are praying when you are not working. How can God answer prayer? That do you know that even the scripture say that how can you cannot do something that will benefit your own people, but you think you can because of outside, you are in outside, you don't even reason. If you know that every country has embassy, mobilize that the same strength you are using to protest for food, can you use it to go to the ambassador's house and say enough is enough? Do you know that there is no country in Italy? You will pay, and they will sleep with you. If not, they will scan you. They will be giving you, come today, come tomorrow, come today, come tomorrow. What have you done? Educated fools everywhere. You think it's all about coming out, conjugate and fabricate big drama, and you articulate it and present it, then they will cry for you, Professor Sonyenka. Meanwhile, your brain is empty. You don't have common knowledge and wisdom. You cannot stand to fight for your right. What does it take to fight for your right? What does it take? You cannot stand and fight for what you believe in. Do you know that if not for the cowardness of the Niger area youth, if that NSAC protest, they started it and they resist all this hungry and they hold it for 3 months, do you think that Nigeria will not change? But to show you how useless and how will I call it? I don't have any verb to qualify the Niger area youth at this point. There's no verb that you can use to qualify them. No adjective, nothing, because they go to the whole world. Every new country you enter today, go to their prison. You will see thousands of Nigeria, they are in their prison. Why? You want your leg to everybody go easy. Everybody, hey, then you come there to spoil it. They will put you in prison. But how I wish you amend your country. Have you seen any Chinese person? Ask yourself in that zoo where you are, or anywhere in the world, have you seen any Chinese person in a police station? In any police station which is not having any issue? Go and Google it. You can never see a Chinese man with a Chinese man in another man's country having issue. It's impossible. They don't try it. Go around the world. You cannot see any Chinese man in the prison because anywhere they go, they dominate. They believe in their business. Area market in Aba. You people will be going there to killing quota so that you will be get paid. But today, you see how you handle the area. If they give these white people that Nigeria, give them under 5 years and give you Europe, you will from Europe you will be coming Nigeria to seek asylum because they have sense, they have knowledge. Your leaders will travel abroad. They will see every good thing. The only thing that they will bring to you is any bad law that government put in order to ascertain the evil ones. They will bring that bad one to the good one in the Nigeria. You see it? You see it? You believe it. You will believe that you are the problem instead of you to rise up and fight like a vibrant man. Fight like Awolowo fight. Fight like Nnamdi Azikiwe fight. Fight like Ojukwu. You will not. Lazy youth everywhere. You cannot fight. You are waiting, let it dawn, then we eat. Ask yourself, why can't Tinubu, how old is he when he fight for OPC? Today he's becoming a Asiwaju of Lagos. Jagaban. None of you can stand because you are lazy. You cannot stand up. You cannot reason. The only way you can reason is once you see, if you see yourself, if you see your brother standing or rising up, because of his your brother, you will have the courage to attack the person. What does that shows? What does that tells you? Keifon ka na-egosi, ọ na-egosi that na ịmaghị ife, you know nothing. Instead of you to fight for the right thing and make things happen, you are fighting your own brother. And if you succeed killing your brother, what will be your benefit? Who will clap for you? When you kill your brother, have your enemy finished? When the enemy will arise against you, you will see that you will regret killing your own brother. You will regret it. All these people you see today telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. The moment they see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no more, you will see them. I wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive. All these things will not be happening. I wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is around. These things will not happen. But now that he is alive, he is fighting for you. You are attacking him. You are attacking him. Why the gods will not be angry with the so-called East if they can attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If they can attack and they plan to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why is the gods cannot rise and punish them the way the East are suffering today? Or you think this suffering is ordinary harm? You betrayed Ojukwu, and that you feel that is not enough for you. You still betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this 21st century, and you think that any good thing will come your way? You think so? In nature na each ili your cake jidekwe. Uchubabukwo onye ahụ there. Now we are people, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. The way you do things, you have to study other people around you. You study what other people are doing. You look and see what other people are doing. Then you correct yourself. If you can correct yourself, you will see how things will be working out for your good. I see one bastard, one Okoko somewhere telling, castigating Flavor for praising Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He say he shows that Flavor is a irresponsible human being. I look the idiot and say, what a fool! What an animalistic somebody! of them can come out and say the truth. The people you see today attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they think that by doing so, the Fulani will love them. Many of them that you see today think that by doing so, they can become councillor, or they can become local government chairman, or they become governor. But you don't know what you are doing. You don't know you are laying course on your forthcoming generation. You are laying course on yourself. You are wiping out your generation. That is it. The bitter truth of it. Do you want to tell me that if the so-called Ohanaeze and the rest can unite and fight for what that thing they think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting right, and they bring it to themselves, do you think that the credit will not be given to them? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is so educated and learned that when you do good thing, he will know that you have done something good. He will praise you. When Obiano deceive himself and say that he has set a panel to investigate James Nwafor, is not James Nwafor, the that Okuzu, what is this name? Okuzu Sats, that blood demon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu praise him, thinking that he will carry out his promise as he said, or knowing that he's a political fool that is there. Another fool from Aguleri. Aguleri have never given birth to a fool apart from this idiot. Aguleri is known for great men, but this coward that is answering Governor 9, Anambra, I don't know where he's coming from. Aguleri should investigate this man. I don't think it's Aguleri blood. That is not Aguleri spam, because Aguleri people don't tolerate rubbish. Aguleri person, you cannot kill them and go scot-free. How can they tell you that when you kill a cow, it's equal to a human being? Are they not ashamed? If Ohanaeze can do good thing, you will see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu praise him. Because go and listen to his previous broadcasts. He praised people when they do the right thing, and he condemn you when you do the wrong thing. That is how you know a truthful leader. A leader that is straightforward. A leader that don't care where your tribe is who you are. When you do good thing, he praise you. When you do bad thing, he condemn you. That is how true leader is. Not those that they will give envelope, brown envelope, they will see white and tell you it's black. Up till today, the evil people that is still that cripple that zoo, the same youth they are deceiving, will be hailing them. Sai Baba, who? You cannot say the truth. You cannot stand. Do you think that all those evil politicians, if you chase them away, if you stone them whenever they come out in public, do you think they will continue looting the money they're supposed to use to tie road? Do you think so? But you keep on hailing them. It shows, that tells them that you are a fool, that you cannot stand. You don't know your left and right. You don't know how much each state generates in revenue and tax. If you want to know, just bring out your 2 days, only 2 days. Go to main market Onitsha. Ask each of the shop how much are they paying as a revenue every month or in a year. Then you calculate it and tax the shops there. Then ask the women who are all those ones are selling along the road, how much are they paying? Then you will know that the money they generate in that place can feed the whole Africa. But yet, no light, yet no good road, yet no hospital, yet no schools, and nobody is talking. Everybody is suffering and smiling. Nobody wants to talk. You forget that if you speak the truth, you will die. If you don't speak the truth, you will also die. Why can't you speak the truth and die? And die for good, so that your name will be remembered among those people that speak the truth. Today you will say, oh, Nelson Mandela is my mentor. Meanwhile, you cannot speak the truth. You will say, Martin Jr. King Luther is my mentor. Why you cannot stand for your people? Jerry Rollins of Ghana, you say, oh, I admire his courage. Why you cannot even condemn evil? I respect Julius Malema of South Africa. He stand tall before his enemy. If people like that, if Julius Malema is a Nigerian, is from Biafra with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you think that Biafra will be looking for 100 men to be restored? 2 of them will restore it. But see what we have around him. Ordinary 100 men. So somebody 100 men you cannot find. You only find people that will run out. I don't open my own radio. I am the director of radio now. Come and listen to me. I will expose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you not stupid and foolish at the same time? When you are confused, you don't know what to do, you need to go back to school, or you go to school of Radio Biafra and learn something so that you can have something in you. It's free of charge. Radio Biafra don't charge money. Just on your TV or go to any platform, you will see them rebroadcasting it. Listen and learn. Instead of building, some people prefer to be fool instead of to go and listen to the wise message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that you can have at least have small sense in you instead of this foul sense that is controlling you. And some people will be telling you, I am a happy, I am a proudly nigger area. Yesterday, PSG match against Istanbul, we are abandoned. Why? Because the assistant referee called the guy a black negro. The negro you are answering, the nigger. And the guy gets angry. But today you are a proud nigger. You are a proud nigger. Because you don't know who you are. You keep on forcing yourself to be what you are not. You keep on forcing yourself. Let me repeat it. Any person that attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is evil and the wicked. Is a demon. And if person tell you to go out there and attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the person hates you and hates your family. The person is looking for a way to make sure that he wipe out your generation. And the person is trying to make sure that your name stop to exist in this planet Earth. Because the moment you do so, you are doomed. That is your end. To repair Nigeria by the youth will not take them up to 4 months. If they can have a vibrant youth that know their left or right and know what to do at the right time. But what we have now is Janjaweed. We don't have any person in that zoo. We have blood of Janjaweed everywhere. Bad blood. Bad blood. That's what keeps Nigeria immersed up to today. When a Fulani man rape your sister and that your sister give birth to that bastard, what do you think that bastard will be? It will become Tony Nadi. It will become Nyawodo. That is how they come into exist, and they will be answering Igbo name. And they will not have you in their heart. They will hate you with passion. They will hate you with anything. I asked them in my previous video, Is it Radio Biafra that you people running to open will restore Biafra? Instead of you to bend down your head and do the needful, you are running, you want to become CEO of radio. Fools. How many CEO radio do Nelson Mandela have? But he do something and take South Africa from and put South where he is today. Ojukwu that you are calling your Lord today, how many radio did Ojukwu fight for radio? He fight for the people. So if you love your people, fight for the people. Stop deceiving yourself. Stop it. Stop it. I tell people, when you see a true leader and the people are attacking that leader, don't join the crowd that is attacking. Rather, what you need to do is to go there, study why people are attacking this leader. It's only Africa you see that they will attack who is trying to rescue them. It's only Africa you will see that will be attacking who is trying to help them out. Only Africa, because we don't have the knowledge. We don't have the brain. We don't know value what we have. We believe in already made. But for us to do the needful, to bring our own out, we cannot. That is the problem we are facing today in Africa. That is why you see Africa can never rise until they realize themselves. We have great people, but they are not in Africa any longer. They prefer to serve the Western world instead of coming to their land. Why? Because they know coming to their land will be their end. The evil people in the land will kill them. Go out there. In the whole universities of Nigeria, you can never see any noble lecturer. Go out and ask. What you have there is check up in lecturers who don't know their left and right. Check up him. If you see any of them, at times I shed tears for what I see in my people. It's because of Africa Jesus wept. That verse, Jesus wept, is because of Africa. Especially Nigeria. When you see Nigeria, no person will see Nigeria and will tell you that he will not weep. When Mazin can see, he see them, he wept, he cried, and say, God, can I rescue these people? He come to tell you that many people are willing to help these animalistic zombies, but because of their evil wickedness, that is why you see nobody there. That is why you see nobody there. If we continue, if we continue in this way, it's a pity. On this note, I am drawing the curtain down here, and I must say from me, from here, it is good evening. Thank you for joining me.